Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ang ating topic ngayon ay napaka-interesting, lalo na sa mga mechanical engineer na gustong mag-upgrade ng magiging professional mechanical engineer. Ngayon, aking i-present kung paano maging professional mechanical engineer. By the way, ako pala si Marlon A. Gakutan, isang professional mechanical engineer, ASEAN engineer, and lead green associate na nakabase dito sa Saudi Arabia. So, ito pala yung guidelines natin on how to become a PME or professional mechanical engineer. So, at the end of this presentation, lahat ng nanood ng video na to ay una, understand the laws that govern the practice of mechanical engineering. Pangalawa po ay to understand the rules and responsibilities of PME. Pangatlo, to tackle the new table of specification for technical upgrading to PME set by PRC BME per resolution number 12 series of 2019. Pang-apat, identify the requirements for PME application. At ang panghuli ay have a full understanding of the PME application process. So let's proceed. Ito pala yung practice ng mechanical engineering under RA 8495, Article 1A. A person shall deem to be practicing mechanical engineering or rendering mechanical engineering service within the meaning and intent of this act when he performs the following. Number one, consultation, valuation, investigation, and management services requiring mechanical engineering knowledge. Number two, engineering design, preparation of plans, specifications, and project studies or estimates for mechanical equipment, machinery, or processes of any mechanical works, projects, or plans. Number three, management or supervision of the erection, installation, alteration, testing, and commissioning of mechanical equipment, machinery, or processes in mechanical works, projects, or plants. Number four, management, supervision, orientation, tending, or maintenance of any mechanical equipment, machinery, or processes in mechanical work, projects, or plants. Number five, management or supervision of the manufacture, sales, supply, or distribution of mechanical equipment, parts, or components. And number six, teaching of mechanical engineering professional subjects in government recognized and accredited engineering schools. And number seven, employment in government as professional mechanical engineer, registered mechanical engineer, or certified plant mechanic if the nature and character of his work is in line with his profession, requiring professional knowledge of the science of mechanical engineering. So ito pala ang ah, pag-practice ng mechanical engineer. So under RA 8495 Article 4. So una, to be responsible charge of the preparation of plans, designs, investigation, valuation, technical reports, specification, project studies or estimates, or to be in performance of other professional mechanical engineering activities unless he is duly licensed professional mechanical engineer. Pangalawa, to teach professional subjects in mechanical engineering course unless he is duly licensed professional mechanical engineer or master degree or doctorate degree holder. Kailangan magturo ka, kailangan license ka na professional or masteral ka or doctorate. Pangatlo po, to be in responsible charge of the construction, erection, installation, alteration, or performance of the mechanical engineering service in connection with the manufacture, sale, supply, or distribution of any mechanical works, project, or plant, either for himself or for others, unless he is duly registered mechanical, professional mechanical engineer or mechanical engineer. Ito naman yung classification natin sa CPM, sa ME at saka sa PME under RA 8495 Article 4. So, sa scope of work natin ay nandyan na yung to operate, tend, or maintain, or to in charge of the operation, tending, or maintenance of any mechanical works, projects, plant. So, sa una po ay ang capacity is 100 kilowatts to 300 kilowatt ay pwede yung tatlo, yung CPM, ME at saka PME. Pagdating ng above 300 kilowatts to 2,000 kilowatts, hindi na pwede yung CPM na pipirma o mag-supervise. Kailangan may ME saka PME. Kung above 2,000 kilowatts na, hindi na po pwede ang CPM saka PME. Kailangan ang pipirma or mag-supervise ay mayroong PME na. Yan yung classification, tatlong classification sa under mechanical engineering. So ito yung process natin ng PME examination process. Mayroon tayong dalawang interview. So unang interview po ay ah, kailangan ang kailangan diyan ay itanong sa inyo ay experience. Number two, basic ME principles, yung mga basic na mga engineering. Yan yung usually itanong sa mga BME. Propose title, kailangan mag-propose kayo ng title at abstract. Usually dalawa yan. Kailangan kayong gumawa ng title at saka abstract. So sa second interview, ito yung final interview na gumawa kayo ng engineering report. Yung engineering report ay mayroon diyan introduction, engineering proper report, the economy, conclusion and recommendation. Pag yan ang dalawa na yan, may pasa nyo, ang next is magkaroon kayo ng PME license. So dito tayo sa assessment, competency assessment ng PME applicant. Kailangan mayroon kang tatlong category. Number one, expertise. Number two, design. And number three, leadership and values. So dito sa expertise, you should shown at least three or four of the following competencies. So una, introduce technical innovation, modification, improvements, and invention to enhance the effectiveness of mechanical engineering practice related science. Pangalawa po ay introduce, implement, or adopt policies and guidelines in the practice of the mechanical engineering profession. Pangatlo ay technological transfer and share of knowledge to fellow professional. Kailangan mag-share ka rin ng knowledge at ideas mo. At pang-last ay communication skills. So dito naman sa design, ay kailangan mo magpakita ng competencies dito. Una, demonstrate the ability to provide technical solution to technical problem. Pangalawa po ay use proven technology and latest design innovation. Pangatlo, provide cost-effective result on capital investment and operational cost. Pangapat, provide low maintenance cost and low life cycle cost. At ang panglima, familiarity in relevant laws, codes, and other references in the practice of profession. So, dito naman sa leadership and values, has shown at least 4 to 6 of the following competencies with item 6 as compulsory competency. Yung item 6 yung last. So, una, planning, leading, organizing, controlling, and stopping in his area of practice. Pangalawa, demonstrate work progress and high job level attained in practice. Pangatlo, manage significant engineering projects working with a multidisciplinary team. Pang-apat, lead and manage an engineering business and or organization. Panglima, mentor and motivates fellow engineers in the organization. Kailangan ka mag-mentor ka rin para ma-motivate mo yung mga kasamahan mo. At ang panglas, ito yung compulsory, adheres to the code of conducts for mechanical engineers. So dito tayo sa guidelines on the conduct of professional mechanical engineers oral examination and technical evaluation overseas. Ito yung nasa abroad kasi dito ako ngayon sa Saudi. So una, application process, all applicants shall apply and pay the examination fees online. So dito kayo, ito yung site ng PRC, online.prc.gov.ph. So second, application fee. Ito yung magbabayad kayo. The same rate of examination fee of SPLE requiring baccalaureate degree shall apply to the PME oral examination technical application overseas. And pangatlo, qualification of applicants for PME. Ito yung qualification ng applicant para sa PME. Applicants for the PME oral examination technical evaluation must establish to the satisfactory of the board that ito yung mga mayroon tayong anim na qualification para maging qualified ka, maging PME ka. Una, is a citizen of the Philippines. Kailangan citizen ka ng Pilipinas. Pangalawa, you must not have been convicted by a court of law of a crime involving moral turpitude. Wala kang kaso sa korte. Pangatlo, he has a valid certificate of registration and he is a registered mechanical engineer and a holder of a valid professional license. Kailangan may lisensya ka as bilang mechanical engineer. At least 4 years after you pass the mechanical engineer. That is a minimum requirements. Pang-apat, he has graduated from an engineering school of recognized in standing after completing an approved course in mechanical engineering. Dapat graduate ka sa mga university or recognized university or schools ng mechanical engineering. At panglima, he has a specific records of the total of 4 years or more of active mechanical engineering practice recon from the time he registered mechanical engineering practice. Yan yung sinabi ko kanina. At ang pang-anim, he is a competence to practice and attested to by at least 2 professional mechanical engineer. Kailangan may dalawang PME na mag-endorse sa'yo at least 5 years kayong magkakilala na nakita nila yung trabaho mo. So ito yung mga requirements, list of documentary requirements. Mag-apply ka ng first oral examination ng technical evaluation. Number 1, duly accomplished application form. Number 2, notice of admission. Number 3, photocopy of transcript of record with or without a scanned picture and with or without the board exam purpose. Number 4, photocopy of valid passport. 5, certificate of competency under oath by a PME. Ito na yung endorsement ng dalawang PME, guys. Number 6, affidavit of applicant. And number 7, certificate of experience under oath executed by his supervisor. Ito yung sa work mo, mayroon kang ipapipirma sa supervisor mo. Yun yung certificate of experience. Number 8, a detailed description of mechanical machinery and equipment. Yung mga list ng mga machinery and equipment na na-handle mo. And number 9, list of design, if any, undertaking by with the supervision of a PME. And number 10, ang CV mo, curriculum vitae, dapat updated. At last is at least two titles of the proposed report, each with a short write-up and table of content. Report must be pertinent, allied, or relevant to the experience of the applicant. Kailangan may two proposal ka, whether HVAC or firefighting or related to uh, plumbing or maintenance, whatever. At ang BME naman ang mag-choose kung ano ang ipa-report sa iyo. Okay, so next, this is the requirements of the second oral examination or technical evaluation. Kasi nga may dalawa tayong interview, first and second. So this is the second requirements, the second interview. So number one, the technical engineering report, which must be accompanied by the following: the duly accomplished application form, letter of transmittal, address to the board. Ito yung galing sa chapter na pinipirmahan ng chapter president at in-endorse sa board. Address pala sa board. Affidavit of applicant, affidavit of competency, then updated curriculum vitae, certificate of experience. Additional requirements. So additional notes. The TR must be in A4 size bond paper, type double space, naka-double space yan. Book bound, naka-bound siya. And with a hardcover in color blue, maroon, black, green, or red, while the accomplished application form, including copies of all supporting documents, must be submitted using legal size bond paper. Legal size bond paper po ang gagamitin natin sa report. Photocopy of this document shall be reduced to fit the legal size bond paper. Number 2, the applicant must prepare at least 5 set. 5 set ang kailangan nating i-prepare na hard copies of the duly accomplished application form, the TR, and all other supporting documents mentioned above. Kailangan 5 copy. Each set must have a corresponding soft copy and must be saved on 3 USB plus drive. So dapat merong 3 USB drive na nakasali. So number 3, all documents must be originally signed by the applicant. Should an electronic signature be used, the applicant must provide evidence that it had been digitally signed by him. So dito na tayo sa conduct of the oral examination, technical evaluation. So the two part of oral examination, technical evaluation, shall be administered by at least 2 members of the board. The first oral examination shall be made before the submission of the TER and shall deal with the evaluation of the qualification requirements of the applicant. So the second oral examination or technical evaluation shall deal with the TER submitted by the applicant involving any field of practice in mechanical engineering, including mechanical engineering laws and code of ethics. Ito na yung ang second interview, ito na yung related sa report mo. Ito yung exam mo sa pangalawang interview. Sa first interview naman, mostly ay basic engineering lang naman, saka about yourself, experience, about your work, ganun lang naman. Walang ganong technical related sa about sa report mo. In general question lang naman ang itanong ng mga BME. So, dito na tayo sa release of examination result. The examination results shall be released not later than 3 months from the date of the last oral examination technical evaluation. So, pagkatapos ng exam mo, at least 3 months siya, not later than 3 months, ay lalabas na yung result. Except in meritorious cases, an applicant who failed to appear during the scheduled oral examination technical evaluation shall be given a failing mark of the examination. Any applicant who failed to pass the PMA oral examination may only apply for re-examination after the lapse of at least 1 year from the date of notice of last failure. Okay, so the rating system, guys, each member of the board will be given a rating sheet where the candidates can be graded. The candidates must pass the first oral examination. The passing grade is 70%. Ang passing grade natin is 70% and must not have a rating below 50% in any subject. Okay, ito yung processing timeline natin. Preparation of documents, at least 1 week approximately. Submission to PRC, at least 1 week through courier. First interview, guys, BME will provide the schedule. Report preparation, at least 60 days from the date of the first interview. Kailangan 60 days or at least 2 months from the date of the first interview. Yan yung preparation mo sa report mo. Submission of report 60 days. PRC would receive the TAR. And the second interview, BME will provide the schedule. After that, waiting for the result. So, you will be the next PME. So, I hope guys may natutunan kayo. At kung may mga further na tanong kayo, ay just leave a message. At i-reply ko kayo kung ano mang mga tanong nyo. So, salamat sa inyong panonood at pakikinig. At see you on my next vlog. Bye-bye. Thank you.